Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see what the cards have. That's the one, whatever's on the bottom here. Self-expression, vocalization, individuality, inner voice, and assertiveness. Speaking your truth, voicing your opinion, being, loud and proud, but in a good way. And what I mean by that is not being pushy or obnoxious or, basically not being an asshole about what you have to say. Doing it in the proper assertive, not aggressive way. Assertive, not aggressive. Self-expression, though, is honoring your individuality, your uniqueness, what makes you you and what makes you special, right? Being able to say, yeah, this does feel like identity. Launching your journey. I'm an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. I take this card in this deck very literal. So you could be planning a journey this week, planning a trip somewhere, and expressing it. Maybe you're telling your boss, like, hey, I'm going on vacation this time of year. I know that it normally doesn't get, approved, or normally there's some problem, and I always say, it's okay, I'll stay, it's okay, I'll stay, it's okay, I'll stay, but I'm not doing that this year, I'm going. I'm going because I want to go. Could be something like that. But yeah, you're taking a trip somewhere. Let's see. And it could be taking a trip to better express yourself, right? No, this is literally taking a trip. You're planning a trip. Or maybe you need to. Maybe you got too much on your plate, too much going on. You're feeling overburdened, overwhelmed. You got the weight of the world on your back here. You feel like you need a change. Maybe you want to move. I don't think you want to go alone either. Where you're going or where you want to go is with somebody else, or at least a group of people. Wow, that's interesting. If I was reading this for a personal reading, I would say, like, I want children. I want a family. Voicing that as well, which would be a whole new journey, right? Definitely off on a new journey. I think you're going to be given an offer. I don't know. Aquarius, this feels like a bright new future. A bright new future ahead where you don't have to be so overwhelmed, so overburdened, that life doesn't have to be so heavy. Okay? This feels like a change where you get an offer, you've been praying for it, or at least asking the universe, like, hey, I need this. You've been voicing it out loud. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes it happens like that, where just saying it out loud makes it feel more real, right? And then accepting, like, yeah, you know what, this is what I want. Because you can tell stuff in your head all day long. But when you, like, say it out loud to somebody else, you're like, oh, wow, I really do want that. Oh, wow, that really is how I feel. You know what I mean? That's the kind of energy that's on the table. Yeah, feeling more like emotionally ready to say what you emotionally want. And you're ready to set forth into the universe. Let's see. What is this? What is this bright future? Because that's a trip right there. That's a ship coming in. Oh, wow. Man, I don't know what's going on. This could be just, a reading that resonates with one person, but you really just want to go. Maybe new love, but it's self-love and self-respect. Having enough self-love and self-respect to say, I'm no longer carrying all of this. I'm dropping some of it. I'm going on this journey. This future involves a journey alone, a journey as an individual, a journey as one person. But it's almost funny because it's like I said, well, I don't know. Maybe you're taking someone with you, but maybe the thing that you're taking with you is your childhood, your past. Maybe it's not children. Maybe it's your childhood. Your inner child is happy. That's what's going on here. Your inner child is very happy with you doing this. 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups with that King of Cups. You've been indecisive because you didn't want to make the wrong choice, the wrong decision, but now you're more clear and you're vocalizing it. You're being very obvious and open about what your heart desires and what this journey is. Again, 10 of Wands. There's an excitement here. It almost feels like a sense of relief of, oh my God, I can finally let this long journey go. I can finally be done with this. It's finally not my burden to carry. I read somewhere at one point in my life, I read somewhere where like the day that you pay off something big, like say student loans or a house or a car, it feels good to like literally go and scream it on top of a mountain. Like, I'm debt free. This is debt, whether it's karmic debt, emotional debt, financial debt. It's being free of debt from something, being free of the responsibility and the weight of it. And that's the journey that you're taking, the wheel. Life might have been on the bottom of the wheel. Life is now turning to the top of the wheel. Yeah, I'm telling you. Maybe this was being tied to a really draining person. Or being tied to a situation that made you the bad guy, made you the person that was draining other people because you were just so burnt out. You snapped at everyone. You know, you weren't very loving. You weren't very accepting because you were just exhausted. Sometimes that happens. Temperance. Six of Wands, Eight of Cups. Yeah, you already know this, though. Four of Wands. You already know that there's something to celebrate here. Of being victorious and being triumphant by walking away from empty cups. If you have been in a situation where you've been the sole provider, you know, the sole person carrying it, and then finally just dropping it, it's like, oh, what a relief. I hope this helped. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.